Hello students. So yesterday we studied about two reactions. First was photosynthesis and second was cellular respiration. So now today we need to clear two things, that photosynthesis occurs only in plants because plants have chlorophyll, and respiration takes place in plants and animals both. Because photosynthesis is synthesis of food by plants, and respiration is breakdown of food. So we studied that plant makes food for themselves and for animals also. So this both of these reactions occurs in plant and animals. No, photosynthesis occurs in plant and respiration occurs in plant and animal both. Second, photosynthesis occurs in daytime because photo means light. So the production of food needs some energy, and it occurs only in daytime and occurs only in plants. But the breakdown of food occurs every time, all the day. It can occur in day, night, every time, because the breaking down, the formation of food needs energy. So energy is provided by sun only during daytime, but the breakdown of food, because cellular respiration, we know that this is breakdown, and breakdown releases energy. So release of energy could happen anytime, and need of energy, we need plants need energy, and it is possible only with sun. So you have to remember two things, that respiration takes place both in plant and animals. It can occur in day or in night, and photosynthesis occurs only in plants because they have chlorophyll, and it only occurs daytime because light is needed for this. Now next thing, that we get nutrition or nutrients by food. Whatever food we take, it is broken down into some simpler substances, like whatever we eat, either we eat fat or we eat proteins or we eat carbohydrates. Whatever we eat, as we know that we eat several forms of food: fat, carbohydrate, protein, sometimes starch. So all of the food sources are carbon based. Now if we eat fat, like we eat butter or we eat sesame oil, so we cannot find exactly the form of fat, like we cannot find ghee or butter or oil, sesame oil, mustard oil inside into our body exactly what we have eaten. Okay, so it whatever we eat, it will change, it will changed by our body. If we eat carbohydrate, like we have eaten banana, and we cannot find banana inside our body, okay, just after 2 or 3 minutes. Why so? Because our body breaks down carbohydrate and change it. Same thing occurs with protein, starch, and etc. That if we eat fat, our body breaks down it by the help of enzymes and produce some simpler substances. And again form some another substances. Like we eat fat, just consider we are eating this thing. Okay, now our body breaks this by enzymes, which are also known as digestive enzymes, and the broken form is like, and again our body will reform something from it according to our need. So exactly this happens inside our body with all food types which we eat, all of the food types which we eat. Okay, so this type of food intake or this type of process in which we get complex substances, or we eat complex substances and change it into simpler, it is known as digestion. So digestion is basically take food, break down food, and convert it into some another form. We take food which is in complex condition, break down food, make it simple, and again convert it to another form. Now we studied in 9th class that there are basically two types of organism known as unicellular organism and multicellular organism. So unicellular organism are those organisms which are having only single cell. This only single cell is their entire body. They are made up of single cell. Okay, now if they need oxygen, if they need food, or if they need any another thing, they just take it by environment. Suppose oxygen is present in environment and food is present in environment, and any another thing like mineral water is present in environment. So if it want to take unicellular organism wants to take anything, it will just take it. If oxygen is higher here and if oxygen is lesser here, it just take oxygen inside. If food is higher here and food is lesser here, it just take food inside. And after the digestion of food, whatever the byproducts formed by food, what is the left out or what are the byproducts. So if want to remove byproducts, it will remove byproducts. Okay, so there is a membrane which is surrounding this unicellular organism is plasma membrane. It is very friendly and it allows anything to go inside or to go outside. So there are not any special type of reactions or any other complex processes to get something in or to get something out. If it wants to get rid of something, it want to remove something, it just remove it. If this unicellular organism want to get something in, it will get it in. Okay, so this process, simple process by which this unicellular organism is getting something in and releasing something out, it is known as simple diffusion. It is known as simple diffusion. Simple diffusion term is directly. Okay, directly taking something and directly removing something. As this unicellular organism is very tiny, very small, and it is in direct contact with environment. One thing is that it is very tiny. Second thing is that it is in direct contact with environment. So as it is very tiny, its needs are very low. Whatever it wants, if it wants oxygen or if it wants food or if it wants anything extra, first of all its need is very less because this is very tiny, and whatever it gets is always high because it's all of its body surface is in direct contact with environment. So it can take whatever it want and it can remove whatever it want directly into environment, and it can take anything directly from environment. So this is very simple for it to take or remove something by the process which is known as simple diffusion. Okay, that is directly. Although the process of simple diffusion is very slow. Okay, it is a very slow process, but there is nothing to do with this organism. It is not a big deal or big problem for this unicellular organism. Why so? Because this unicellular organism is very much tiny, and whatever it needs is always less, and whatever it gets is always high, because its full body is in direct contact with environment. Though the process of diffusion is very slow, but even after this slow process, whatever it gets is always high, and whatever it need is always less. Okay, now think about some multicellular organism. Like we are multicellular organism, humans are multicellular organism. Okay, we don't look this much ugly, but right now I'm drawing this. Okay, now okay, I will change this. This. Okay, now our body is huge. Okay, huge with the when we compare it with unicellular organism, humans, dogs, cat, plants. Okay, and we are having approximately 10 to the power 60 cell inside our body. Now the only portion of our body which is in direct contact with environment is our skin, or we can say just some hair follicles, or a bit part of eyes. So very less portion of our body is in directly contact with environment. Okay, all other organs like digestive system and heart and kidneys and livers are hidden, or they are not in directly contact with environment. So only very less portion, that is skin, is in directly contact with environment. So if we want to get something, suppose if you want to get oxygen and if you want to get food, okay, now we know that skin breathes. Okay, skin takes food inside. Whenever you put your hand into water for a long time, our skin gets swell, we know this. Okay, and our skin also breathes, we know this. So skin does whatever it is needed for this, but whatever skin gets is always lesser than what we need. Okay, skin is doing something for itself, but our everything is present inside our body, and each and every cell of our body, 10 to the power 60 cells of our body, needs oxygen every time. Okay, first we need oxygen every time because our body break down this and produce energy and some byproducts first of all. Second thing is each and everything is cell of our body needs oxygen, and whenever we don't get enough oxygen, we feel numbness. What is this numbness? Numbness is like when we sit for a long time and when we get up suddenly, we will feel something tickling or pinching or some sensation, or sometimes we use our hand as pillow, and whenever we get up during night times, and we will feel something numbness. Numbness means exactly we feel nothing, or we feel something like something is pinching. So that is numbness, and it occurs because if we don't get enough oxygen. Okay, so oxygen is our life. Okay, what is the meaning of this numbness and pinching, tingling? That is our cells are dying, so we need oxygen. So if this entire part of our, if this entire skin part of our body is in direct contact with environment, and if it is earning something, okay, if it is earning oxygen, and suppose we cannot get food from skin, if our skin cannot eat anything. Okay, if I put you into a tub full of pizza, full of burger, full of whatever you want to eat, you cannot eat from your skin. First of all, our skin is in direct contact with environment, yes, but it is very less portion of our body which is in direct contact with environment. Second thing, skin is not capable to do or not capable to eat something. It can take oxygen, but it is not capable to take food inside. Okay, now our need is always high, whatever. Now let's look back at oxygen. So our need for oxygen is very high, and whatever we get from environment is very less, because our skin is the only part of our body which can take oxygen, but it will never meet the requirement of our whole body, because each and every cell needs oxygen, and the need is very high, and whatever we get is very less. Okay, let's consider about two homes. This is the house of unicellular organism. Only one person lives here and one person earns. The same person earns. And here with the multicellular organism, this much people live here and only this much people earn or less. This much people approximately earn. Now the requirement will be always high and the gettings or earnings will be always less. But here everything, and these 10 to the power 60 people are huge, they are very large, because our cells are comparatively very large with this unicellular organism. So whatever this person earns for itself, it will be always sufficient. But whatever this people earn, okay, will never be sufficient for this much people, 10 to the power 60 people. So that's why we cannot go for simple diffusion. We cannot go for simple diffusion, not only for taking oxygen inside, but also for food and anything that is water. First of all, that the surface of our body, or the part of our body which is in the direct contact with environment, the portion is very less and the need is very high. If skin will work as our oxygen taking system, the need will be never fulfilled, because skin is very less portion of our body which is in direct contact with environment, and our need is very high. So first thing is that. Okay, second thing is that skin cannot take everything, and if we want to remove something, okay, if we want to remove sweat, we can remove it from skin, but what about other waste products? We cannot remove everything from our skin. So there is nothing like simple diffusion directly, which is helpful for us. Okay, this is not helpful for us finally. And third thing is the process of diffusion is very less. So first thing that we cannot go with simple diffusion is the surface area, that is our skin. If it takes oxygen, okay, if it will take oxygen, then the earning will be less and need will be always high, because skin, each and every cell of our body needs oxygen, and skin cannot take sufficient oxygen. Second, skin or another part of our body or skin cannot take, because this is why I'm talking about skin, because this is the only part or portion of our body which is in the direct contact with environment. Skin cannot take food or something, cannot take food or cannot excrete. Okay, it cannot remove or it cannot excrete each and every part of each and every waste of our body. So this is also not possible. Third, the process of simple diffusion is very slow. It is very slow process, and it is not possible that this is cooking, the single person is cooking its food on a stove, okay, and 10 to the power 60 people are cooking their food on a stove. So it is not possible. So it is, simple diffusion is very slow process. It is okay if it is used by some single cellular organism, simple diffusion, but it cannot be used by multicellular organism for each and everything, for taking and removal of everything. Okay, so to come over this, okay, multicellular organisms develop some device or some machinery because they cannot use simple diffusion, so they developed some machineries for their special purpose. They developed respiratory system, they developed some machineries, we can say some organ machineries or organ system machineries. So they developed respiratory system for respiration, for taking oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide. They developed digestive system. Okay, now we know that respiratory system brings oxygen, and digestive system brings food inside, and all of the food material should be transported all over the body, because you know the tantrum of our body when it don't get if it doesn't get full amount of oxygen, it creates a tantrum, and it goes for this numbness and tickling and pinching and weakness. If our body doesn't get enough food, it will go for weakness, and if it doesn't get enough oxygen, it will go for numbness and something like this. Okay, so each and every cell of our body needs oxygen and needs food. So body needs to develop something to transport these things, and it develops a system which is known as transport system. And transport system is blood, which carries food and which carries oxygen. Now the byproducts which formed by digestive system, or byproducts formed by our body which are toxic, needs to be removed, and it cannot be removed like this, that it is removed by this, just remove it by simple diffusion, because this lucky organism can do this. This lucky organism can take, and this lucky organism can remove, just do this. It doesn't need anything else, any organ or anything to do so much or so many types of reactions. Okay, now why I'm calling it lucky, because this is unicellular, it is not having any type of heart, kidney, liver, tongue, brain, finger, so it doesn't need to go to school, it doesn't need to do its homework, it doesn't need to join classes. That's why it is lucky, because it is not having anything, and this is, we know. I'm not saying it is unlucky. Okay, now they develop a system which is known as excretory system. Because we cannot go for simple diffusion. The reasons are, skin is the only organ which is in direct contact with environment. Earnings are less and need is very high for food and whatever. Skin cannot perform everything. I mean, it cannot excrete anything, and it cannot take food inside. Simple diffusion is very slow process, so it will never fulfill our requirement. Okay, that's why our body develops this much systems. With the help of these systems, we can perform everything perfectly, which was not possible with the help of simple diffusion. Okay, now let's see some questions which are from NCERT. First question is, why is diffusion insufficient to meet the oxygen requirement of multicellular organism like human? We know that diffusion or simple diffusion is always simple diffusion is always insufficient for us. We know this due to these three reasons. Okay, first reason, our skin is in direct contact with environment, and it is a very small proportion of our body, so earning will be always less and need will be always high for anything, for food, whatever, oxygen, food, water. Skin cannot take each and everything, and skin cannot remove each and everything. It is not perfectly prepared for this. It is different kind of cell. It is for protective function. It cannot take something and it cannot remove something like a single cell organism does. Simple diffusion is very slow process, so we are not okay with this. First. Second, what criteria do we use to decide whether something is alive? We know that it is molecular movement, and molecular movement can decide either something is living or something is dead.